Okay, this is going to be page 39 in your notes. 39. It says, why are there bugs on the front?
Oh, they went to
Because it's about a
special
bug.
Exactly, asking me those questions. A local museum has a special bug exhibit, hence why you're seeing bug doodles. Adult tickets cost $11 and child tickets cost $5. A group spent a total of $55 on tickets. If X represents the number of child tickets, let's write that down. That's important.
Child. Children. Child.
I'm just gonna write TIX. X represents the number of child tickets and Y represents the number of adult tickets. Okay. Write a function to represent the situation. Write an equation to represent the situation. Now, whenever you first learn how to write equations growing up, they always tell you you need an equal sign, right? What do you put at the end of that equal sign?
55.
What kind of number?
55.
What kind of number?
Oh.
What's it called? That 55 represents what?
Total.
Your total.
Oh.
Total. Writing equations 101. Put the total at the very end. Okay? So the total of it was 55. We're purchasing adult tickets and child tickets, meaning if I'm going to add the cost of both of them. But notice 55 represents some type of amount. That means I need to attach some type of amount to my X and Y variable. What kind of amount can I attach to my variable X to child tickets?
5.
5. Child tickets cost $5. So I would write it as 5X. What kind of amount can I attach to my Y variable?
11.
11, because that's my adult tickets. And that's my equation written in standard form. Now, that is something that we're going to practice a lot more in another unit. But we're getting a good introduction to that. Now, this next part looks a lot like what... actually, it looks exactly like the notes that we had yesterday. Equations written in standard form. How do we know what is unique about an equation written in standard form? How do we know how to recognize it?
Both X and Y are on the same side.
Both X and Y are on the same side. Very good. In standard form, A, B, and C, they are integers. Integers is just another word for saying what? Any whole number. It can be a positive, it can be a negative, it can be 0, whose greatest common factor is 1. Now, very, very important part about standard form is that A must be a positive whole number. It has to be a positive number. Okay? And both A and B cannot be the number 0. Why not? Well, let's say A and B are both 0. You would have 0x and 0y. 0 times anything is what? 0. You can't have 0 is equal to 1, 0 is equal to 2, 0 is equal to 3. It's not possible. That's why it's written, or that's why they say you cannot, they both can't be 0, okay? Based on that definition above, we're going to circle all the ones that are written in standard form, starting with 3x plus 4y equals 13. Is that written in standard form? Yes or no? Yeah, this one is. All whole numbers, and the very first one is positive. Very good. What about the next one? No, this one's not written in standard form, but it is written in what?
Point. Or slope. That's slope, intercept.
Point slope.
It is point slope. Slope intercept form is what?
Y2 minus Y1. Oh.
Y equals
MX.
mx plus b. This one is point slope form, okay? What about this one? Is this written in standard form?
Yes.
No, because it's a negative.
Correct. This one cannot be written in standard form, or it's not written in standard form because A is not positive. A has to also be positive. What about the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, this one is. Circle it. This one?
Yes. Wait, no.
Wait, because it doesn't have a Y. But
Wait, but Y is 1.
Actually, yeah.
Wouldn't a Y be 1?
Okay, Y is 1.
And then it's still a positive though. But
It is positive.
Fraction, oh.
so yes.
It's not a whole
One more thing. One more thing y'all are missing. It's not a what? Whole number. 3/4 is a what?
Fraction.
It's a fraction, not an integer. It's not an integer. It's not a whole number. Okay, what about the last one?
Yes.
Yes, this one is. I'm going to circle that one. Okay, now one way you could create the graph of a linear equation written in standard form is to solve for y. When we solve for y, what are we doing? We're creating an equation in slope-intercept. Solving for y is converting it to slope-intercept form. Now, yesterday, we were creating the graph by finding the x and the y-intercepts. But today, we're going to create the graph by converting it first to slope-intercept form, then graphing. That's just two different ways to get the same result. Last week, we studied how to find the slope using slope formula or rise over run. Both give you the same results. Both give you the same answer. It's just two different methods. That's what we're doing here. We're learning a new method of graphing the line, okay? Yesterday, we graphed the line by finding the x and the y-intercept. Today, we're going to graph the line by first solving for y, then using that information, okay? So, how do we solve for y? Move the x over. How do you move the x? Subtract it. So minus 4x on both sides. Can I combine 12 and 4? No. But you always bring x down first. Second step.
Divide by 6. By each one.
Now, always remember to do what with your fractions?
Simplify.
Simplify. What is negative 4 over 6?
Negative 1/3.
And 12 divided by 6?
2.
Okay. Now we have an equation in slope-intercept form. So we should be able to identify the slope and the y-intercept. Starting with the y-intercept because our y-intercept is our starting point, and that is the very first point that we graphed. The y-intercept is 2, so go ahead and put a point there. Okay. And what is the slope?
Negative 2/3.
Okay, negative 2/3. Okay, now starting from the point that we have just graphed, we're going to use the slope of negative 2/3 to find the next point. Now, remember, with graphs, slope is used as what? Rise over run. The top number will always rise every time. The bottom number is the bottom number will go left or right depending on whether it's positive or negative. Because the fraction is negative, instead of going to the right, we're going to go to the left. So if I go up two boxes and left 3, where am I going to end up?
4, negative 3.
Up to over negative 3, 4. Yes, when you give me a point, make sure you give me the x value first, then the y. And then if I continue the same pattern, where am I going to end up next?
Negative 6, 6.
Yeah, negative 6, positive 6. Now, I've run out of space going toward the left, so I want to try to find some points going the other way. If I want to go the other way, I just go the opposite. Up is down. The opposite of left is right. So if I go down to right 3, where do I end up?
3.
0,
0, 3?
0,
3, 0.
If you draw a line, like I drew a line all the way down and all my points, like all those.
Yes, you can draw a line, but drawing the line would also mean that you have to do a straight line. And some of us draw crooked. Joanne. I said that in the video. That would mean you'd have to find the spot where I said it. All right, here we go. We're going to graph this line. We're going to convert this that equation from standard to slope-intercept form. Okay? What's the first step?
Draw your
Subtract the 7x and add it.
So bring down your 7x first and then add the 35. What's the second step?
Divide by 5.
Okay? So simplify your fractions. What is negative 7 over 5? Stays the same. Negative 7/5. Don't forget that negative. 35 divided by 5? So out of those numbers, what is the y-intercept?
7.
So we're going to start graphing by putting a point on that 7. Second part, what is negative 7 over 5?
Rise 7.
The
Sorry.
number 5.
I totally didn't ask that in the right form. Negative 7 over 5. 7 will always what? Rise. And because the fraction is negative, you're going to go to the... Now, what happens when we try to rise 7 and go to the left?
You can't, so you have to go the opposite.
You can't, so you have to go the opposite direction. So the opposite of going up is to go,
Down.
and the opposite of left is...
Right.
And when you do that, where will your second point be?
Would it be at
5.
0?
0, 5.
5, 0, 5, 0. It's an x-intercept, so the 0 is the y value, not the x. 5, 0, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If you don't have any questions on what we've just done, you may flip over to the back. 3 and 4 is just more practice of the same thing, so we're going to do number 3, skip number 4, okay? Unless anybody has a problem with that. Number 3. What's the first thing that we're going to do?
Subtract 3x.
Subtract 3x. Move x, yes. 3x is positive. Opposite of plus is minus. And second step?
Divide by negative 5.
Correct. When you divide, you do not change from negative to positive, positive, negative. What is, when you simplify negative 3 over negative 5, what do you get?
0 over 5.
No, it's 3 over 5.
Positive
Yeah,
3 over
it's
5.
Positive
Positive.
3 over 5.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
2 negatives make a positive.
Oh,
2 negatives make a positive. 10 divided by negative 5?
Negative 2.
Negative 2.
2. Not 3.
That's negative 2. Negative 2.
All right, put a point on the negative 2. Man, it's a race today. Put a point on negative 2. And then the slope is?
3/5.
So what directions are we going to go?
Up.
Up and
Other
right.
right.
Up and to the right. Always go up first. Always go up first. If I go up 3, right 5, where do I end up?
5 3.
5, 3?
1, 5.
Yeah, 1,
5 1.
Thank you, Kaylee. 5, 1.
Oh, we start at negative 2.
What?
I'll start from the origin.
You start from the starting point. You start from, no, that's a very common mistake, but you start from the starting point. The y-intercept is your new starting point, okay? And remember, if you had done that, let's just say I make that mistake and I go up 3 over 5 and I end up here. If I, oh, you can connect those 2 points to create a straight line. So that, what I was about to say wasn't going to work, so. Anyway, no. Start from the starting point. The y-intercept becomes your new starting point, okay? So just be careful with that. All right, number 5. Susie is creating a graph of this equation. Which of the following points will lie on the line? We did something similar yesterday. What are we going to do with each one of those answer choices?
Plug in the x and y values.
Plug in both x and y values, okay, into the original equation. Now, the original equation is 6x plus 4y equals 12. So for the first point, it's going to end up being 6 times
6.
6 plus 4 times
Negative 2.
-2. Now, somebody asked me last period, or the last class that I taught, how do you put an equal sign? You're not supposed to. Only type in the left side. What do you get when you multiply 6 times 6 plus 4 times -2? What do you get
Plus
when...
negative
28.
28. Now, is 28 equal to negative to 12?
No.
Because that gives us a false statement that lets us know that that point does not belong to that equation. Okay? For for answer choice B, we write 6 times what?
-3
Good. Plus 4 times
times
4. Type that left side into your calculator.
4. Got -2.
Now, is -2 equal to 12?
No.
No. So once again, a false statement. That is not a point that belongs to that equation. C, 6 times
Negative 2.
plus 4 times
6.
6.
That's right.
And 12 is equal to 12. So yes, this point does belong to that equation.
The last one is -6.
My days, fam.
I know I haven't even started writing. Hold on. But that's okay. She's just saving us some time. 6 times negative 6 plus 4 times negative 6 is, oops, negative 60. Negative 60 is not equal to 12. Okay. Questions on this one? Number 6. Pedro has $18 to spend at the grocery store. His mother wants him to use the money to buy fruit. Apples cost $2 a pound. Pears cost $3 a pound. Assuming that X represents the pounds of apples, so apples is X, and Y represents the pounds of pears, pears is Y, write an equation to represent this, okay? We're writing equations in standard form, so once we draw our equal sign, what goes at the very end?
18. The total.
The total, which is correct. He has a total of $18 to spend. Now, this is a total of whatever he purchases between the apples and pears, but once we add the X and the Y. Because 18 is a cost, it is an amount, I have to attach some type of amount. Boys in the back, I have to attach some type of amount to apples and
3 pairs.
pears. What amount am I going to attach to apples?
2.
Apples cost $2, so 2x. What amount do I attach to y? Pears cost 3. Okay, so we have our equation written in standard form. Part B, what is the x-intercept?
9.
How can we figure out the x-intercept from an equation written in standard form?
Replacing the y with the 0.
You replace the y with the 0. So 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 18. Now 3 times 0 is 0. That cancels out. You're left with 2x equals 18. So the second step would be to divide by 2. And we get x equals 9, letting us know that the x-intercept is 9. I didn't ask for that. I did not ask for that, and I'm recording a video, so I would appreciate it if you guys would wait. If the x-intercept is 9, what is the ordered pair for the x-intercept? Ordered pair, the point,
0, 9.
as an x and a y value. Is it 0, 9?
9, 0.
It is 9, 0. Now, this question is asking us, what does it represent? When they ask us what it represents, what does that tell us? That we have to, what?
Put it in words.
Put it in words, in sentence form. Put it in words, sentence form, words form, right? What does the 9 represent?
The number of apples.
9 apples, 0 what?
Pears.
0 pears. 9 pounds of apples, 0 pounds of pears. What is he doing? What is the action?
Spending money.
He's spending money. He is what?
Buying.
He's buying things. So we can say that if he buys
9 apples.
not 9 apples,
9 pounds.
9 pounds of apples,
He will have 0 pounds of pears.
pounds of pounds. If he buys 9 pounds of apples, he'll what?
He'll have 0 pounds of pears.
He'll buy 0 pounds, oops, 0 pounds of pears. If he buys 9 pounds of apples, he's going to buy 0 pounds of pears. Okay? We have to go through these because we're having a lot of trouble putting these numbers into words. Part C, what is the y-intercept? How can I solve for the y-intercept?
Just divide 3.
Replace the x with a 0.
Replace the x with the 0. When we replace x with 0, 2 times 0 is 0. So the only step we need to take is to correct, divide by 3. And we get the y-intercept of what?
6.
6. So go ahead and put a point on 6. As an ordered pair, as a point, what is that y-intercept?
0, 6.
0, 6. Now, because they're also asking us what it represents, how do we put this into words?
If he buys 6 pounds of pears,
Correct. The
Zero.
6 applies to the pounds of pears. So this time backwards, if he buys 6 pounds of pears, he'll buy 0 pounds of apples. Questions? All right. Part D says use the x and the y-intercept to create a graph. We've already plotted those points, so all we have to do is connect them. All we have to do is connect them. Okay?
Oh, I did it like the other